Hey Rockstar, and welcome to Blueprints. My name is Mr.Gaboobily and I love this game. My goal today is to get you familiar with the mechanics, tell you a few things I wish I knew sooner as a playtester, do it all without spoiling anything major related to the plot, and to do it quickly. So, let's begin. Welcome home. In case you missed the intro, you're playing
Simon P. Jones,
and you are set to be the heir of this estate. All you have to do is find the mysterious
46th room of my 45-room estate.
After a sentimental message from your late relative, and picking up some mysterious blueprints of the house, you will find yourself at our very first door. It's time we met the quintessential mechanic of the game, drafting. A clever play on words, you'll be drafting the layout of your house, from a set of 3 rooms every time you open a new door. After choosing, the room will be placed in your home, and the blueprints will be updated. Your blueprints are always available by pressing Tab, showing you a map and the player marker on the left and your resources on the right. Pressing Tab while drafting a room pulls up your blueprints like a mini-map, and will show you how a new room will fit in when you highlight over it. A day in Blueprints will consist of drafting rooms, adventuring through the estate, and finding the secrets and puzzles of Mount Holly. You'll do this until the day ends, at which point the house will magically reset itself. Your items will return to the house, and you get to explore again tomorrow. The most important thing in this game are rooms. So y'all gonna learn about rooms. Rooms have doors. If you don't have a door, you have a dead end. If you have all dead ends, you have nowhere to go. And if you have nowhere to go, your day is kinda done. So, try to keep your options open. And remember that if a door faces an outside wall, or another room without a door on that side, you can't go through that door. Rooms are unique, meaning if you chose the nook as your first room, there's no more nooks for the rest of that day. So, if you can, make your placements count. For your first few days, just try and get as many new rooms as you can. Think of exploring as your highest priority. Rooms have colors. The rooms are divided into types by color. Purple rooms are bedrooms, orange are hallways, green are gardens, yellow are shops, red kicks you in the teeth, and blue is everything else. Each color has a couple strengths, like orange having more doors, and there are items and rooms that benefit from you focusing on certain colors. But you don't gotta worry about that right now. Just be careful when choosing red. Rooms have preferred places. The easiest way to explain this is to say that you won't be finding the West Hall in the East Wing. Keep that in mind when you start noticing similar placements between your days. If you're ever curious, check out your house history in the escape menu when you need a refresher on what your house used to look like. And rooms have rarity. Okay, picture a deck of cards, and each card is a room. The deck is shuffled, but they're shuffled so that they're mostly stacked from common to rare, meaning if you're wanting to find all the fun rare rooms, you have to dig deeper into your deck. If you ever want to know more about rooms, press R. It will give you all the details of the room you are currently standing in and a directory on the left-hand side. If a number is blank in the directory, you haven't found that room yet. Still with me? Love it. Let's talk about your resources. In the top left, we have our steps, and in the top right, there's dice, keys, gems, and money. Steps are like your energy or turns in Blueprints. You may spend literal hours in the same room, but the second that you walk from one room to another, you will spend 1 step. If you run out of steps, your day is done. So obviously, we don't want that to happen. We can get more steps by eating the food laying around and drafting bedrooms. Even some of the game's unique items give you more steps, or slow you from losing them. Later on, as you discover more in the house and solve more puzzles, this will become significantly less of an issue. But keep an eye on that step counter in the beginning, and try not to double back if you can. Dice. We love a good reroll. Dice allow you to nope your current set of 3 rooms while drafting and draw 3 new choices. My advice? Dice are uncommon, so save them for the moment where if you don't reroll, you will be stuck with nowhere else to go. Keys. Keys open doors. As you adventure deeper into Mount Holly, the odds of a door being locked begin to climb. Measuring purely by vibes, they are approximately, basically never, only when you really wish it wouldn't, often, and almost all of the time. Meaning that you are going to need keys sooner rather than later. Thankfully, keys are literally lying around, available in shops, and most rooms that have guaranteed keys will let you know right on the drafting page. A small warning for you, you might notice that the game will leave these tempting little locked chests. Sometimes it's worth it to open them, but usually, not so much. Remember, a key in the door will let you see more, and a key in the chest isn't the best. On the earlier ranks, prioritize gathering keys along with our next essential resource. Gems! Gems are an additional cost to some rooms, and honestly, they're usually the better rooms. Gem rooms on average have a few more doors and a lot more items and special abilities. Like keys, you can literally find them laying around, and most rooms will let you know if they have gems by default. Green rooms do focus on gems, but a lot of rooms will randomly have them if you're looking close enough. You can survive without a bunch of gems, but be prepared for some ugly room choices. Lastly, money. Money is, surprisingly, non-essential in blueprints, unlike real life. This isn't to say you should just ignore it, but your run isn't going to end just because you broke. Money does give you shop options though, which at the right time might give you the key, gem, food, or an item that you need to progress. So try to hold on to your cash till you know what you need. You're doing great. Here's a hamster. Look closely. Rooms are never the same twice. Extra items can be in almost any room, but their location can change from day to day. Take the time to really comb over each new room you find. Every note left on a table, every strange thing on the wall, and every key and coin in a corner is a secret waiting to be uncovered. So I want you to take notes. This game is going to throw so much at you. Almost every room has a secret or a clue to another puzzle. Hell, some rooms straight up have the answers for puzzles written right in them. But you will be screaming internally if you find something and go, wait, I remember something about this, and you can't remember where. The game itself recommends a pad and the pen, but no, we live in the future, so you screenshot that shit. F12, get an exact image of what you are looking at. Just remember to name your screenshots, because I didn't, and I regret that every single day of my life. Also, did you know that there's a Notes app built right into Steam? Like Shift plus Tab, and then like right down here on the bottom row. I usually keep an ongoing list of puzzle solutions in one tab, puzzles I'm working on in another, and notes about rooms in a third. Huge thank you to my bro Nixus on Twitch for showing me that little trick. Hey, did you guys know that I'm also a streamer on Twitch? Blueprints may have a hint on every wall, but it will never say, gosh, I wish I had a shovel, when you're clicking on the pile of dirt. Most items have secondary uses, and the game is not going to tell you what those are. So experiment. What would you do in a magical house if somebody gave you a sledgehammer? That being said, don't try to brute force a puzzle. The times where I've wanted to quit the most in playtesting was when I stupidly sat in front of a lock trying 0001, 0002. I sat there because I thought that I wouldn't be able to come back here, and I feared that I wouldn't be able to progress in the game until I solved this. Thing is, most puzzles don't actually progress the game. I'm treading close to spoiler territory when I say this, but when you are doing a plot-important puzzle, trust me, you'll know. This is not a true point-and-click puzzle game like Myst, or The Room, or Grim Fandango, or Leisure Suit Larry. Blueprints is truly something else entirely. Almost every puzzle in this game is a quality of life improvement, and optional until you know how to solve it. I promise you, you will see every puzzle and every room again. You can't and won't solve everything the first time you see it. Which leads me to my only request of you. Please don't look it up. I will bet that within a week of this video being made, there will be a wiki, a full puzzle guide, and answers for everything. And I understand that I am saying this to people that clicked on a guide, but genuinely, the best moments I have felt in this game were when something clicked and I was able to solve a puzzle on my own. I hope that every single person watching this gets to feel that rush while playing. So, good luck. Enjoy your stay at Mount Holly, and thank you for watching.